and welcome to my very first YouTube video here on my channel. So this is my partner Luke, and together we have two dogs, Kuzi and Sika. Some of them are a little bit camera shy, but I'm sure you'll see lots of them in videos to come. So I've always taken a ton of photos and videos of everything that I do, and I've got bookshelves full of journals that you can barely close, with pictures and ticket stubs and receipts falling out of them. For quite a while now I've wanted to start a vlog channel because that just seems like the ultimate way to capture memories and a great way to practice videography and storytelling, which I am really into, and I think I need to dedicate some time to getting better at that. But as you can imagine, it's quite a scary step to take. First of all, getting out and doing the filming, because even sitting in my van, every time a car drives past me at the minute, I'm absolutely cringing. And then secondly, putting it out there on the internet for everyone to see. But it's something that I've wanted to do for a long time. So here we are, we're taking the leap, we're doing it. So to give you an idea of the kind of things that we get up to, I'm going to put together a little montage of what we've done this year so far and the kind of things that you can expect on this channel. So here we go. So make sure you come over and say hi to my Instagram as well. I'm at Wild Girl Rising on there too. So you'll be able to check out all of our adventures up till now and much more behind the scenes, day-to-day life, all that fun stuff. Now, I'm also obsessed with books and reading, notebooks, stationery, home decor, baking, all of that cozy stuff. So especially at this time of year where it might be not as easy to get out and about, I'm much more of a homebody in the winter. So you'll probably see some of that thrown into the mix as well. We've just come out of spooky season. If you've looked at my Instagram page, you might have noticed that I love this time of year. October to December are my favourite months of the year, and I always squeeze every last drop I can out of them with as many festive activities as I can physically manage. So many. So coming into December, we'll be going to Christmas markets, walking through the light shows, going caroling, doing lots of festive baking. I've never been to one before, but this year I really want to go to a pick your own Christmas tree farm. So that'll probably be the first thing that we do, and I'm super excited about that. Ice skating, if we can. I'm so terribly bad at it. So yeah, there'll be plenty going on over the next month. So the spot I'm in right now is a little woodland with a waterfall in the Yorkshire Dales, and me and Luke came here a few months ago. I think it was in August sometime, and it was stunning. So I've come back today to check it out, see what it's like in autumn. When I woke up, it was a perfect autumn day. It was misty and there was orange leaves and everything was perfect, and I was like, oh, it's going to be so nice to go and check it out in autumn. Now that I've got here, there's blue sky, the sun's out, it's super warm, so it's not a typical autumn day. But editing Amy here, I had my finger over the microphone for this bit so you couldn't hear anything I was saying, but we're going to cut to a little video that I put together from the last time that me and Luke were here in August. I don't know if I'm brave enough to take my giant tripod all the way into the woods in case there's loads of people there, so I might just take the little one that you're on now and we'll see. I'm also going to take the towel off the front of the rucksack and drop it in so that it's not as obvious that I'm going for a dip. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Whoa.
over later. But wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's so much different than summer. There was barely a trickle coming down there, and now it's so full and it's so noisy. And I'm just contemplating how I'm an absolute crazy woman for wanting to have a dip. But there's a top one, two, and then a third pool down there, maybe even a fourth that I can choose from, so I'm going to check it out. I didn't film any of the climb down because you pretty much have to come all the way from up there all the way down, and it was slippy, so I was just clinging on to the tree branches for dear life basically. So let's check it out and see if I'm brave enough to get in. After I got out of the water, but it's actually pretty warm, which makes me think maybe I should have stayed in there for longer, but we've not got much daylight left and the sun is setting, so let's throw some clothes back on and get out of here. Let's go find some sunshine. Guys, the sky is insane. I actually can't believe how gorgeous this is, and I really hope for this camera it's going to do it justice. It's incredible. Like this giant puffer coat, big fuzzy slipper socks, like the whole works, and it's just breathtaking. It's just absolutely stunning and so warm for November. I can't believe it. Like even here, you won't be able to see it in the camera, but there's just leaves falling off these trees behind me. It is incredibly beautiful. Like, this place takes my breath away every time. And there you have it, we are back in the warmth of the van. I hope that you can see me okay. I'm still getting used to adjusting all the settings on this little GoPro. So hopefully this lower light comes out okay. If it wasn't so cloudy, I think I'd stay here for a little bit longer, because that sunset out the window, that view is ridiculous, but it's just a bit covered up by clouds. So I think I've got my little flask. I think I'm just going to sit here, drink some coffee, and then hit the road. Perfect. On the way down here, I tried to mount the GoPro to the dashboard, which is one thing that I haven't set up yet, because it's a stunning drive across the Yorkshire Dales, but it fell off the first time that I braked after leaving the house. So we didn't get to film any of it. And then I tried to pull over. There was a place up high with loads of lay-bys, and there were some really cool Highland cows, and I tried to pull over and fix it and get some footage of the Highland cows, and then there was a car driving towards me, and she slowed down to give a cow that was on the edge of the road like a really wide berth, and the cow kicked her car and it was so loud, and she shut herself and she didn't know what to do. So she just carried on driving, because it's not like you can get out and swap insurance details with a cow. So she just carried on, but I decided it probably wasn't the best thing to do to hover around some cows. So I moved on. So I've just found a little underwater light that came with my GoPro, and I've put it on next to us. So we've got some light here in the back of the van. It's a bit harsh though, isn't it? There's no like dimmable settings, but at least you can see me. But I thought it might be a nice time to talk to you about the van. At the minute the van is in the state that I bought it in, which is okay, not great. It's obviously carpeted and insulated, although not drastically well, and the roof is sagging a lot, and the fold out bed seat thing is not put in properly, so it rattles like crazy when you're driving. So my plan is to gut the whole thing and start the build again, but because she's an old girl, I've spent the last couple of months just getting her through the garage, fixing anything in the engine that was wrong. We had a wheel fall off, so that set us back a little bit. My next plan will be to get some new tyres on, because I want some all-terrain tyres for winter, because even on the tiny bits of mud on the way here I struggled, and I'm worried about even getting out of this little lay-by. So next stop is all-terrain tyres, and then we're probably going to gut it and then have the bodywork looked at and any rusty spots fixed and everything, you know, sealed, and then we'll go from there, which is exciting. But that's why for now we're dealing with battery powered lights. I've got fairy lights that I've tried in vain to get stuck on this roof. I tried to staple them in, the staples won't go through. I tried to sellotape them in, I tried 4 different kinds of sellotape, and they just kept falling off the ceiling. I got those little wire tidy tack things, I tried to tack them in, even they won't go in, so there's no light for now. Okay, a few things have happened.
I did a little stealth change in the back because I realised I bought a spare top, and I thought, may as well, if you've got it, put it on. Which means I'm in the puffy coat because the other coat was a little bit damp from my swimming stuff, and I thought, let's just be in a big cozy dry coat, and I've put it on. I'm so glad I did, because it's the cuddliest thing in the world. The other thing that I wanted to note was, I was gonna say how much braver I am since I've been in the water. On the way here, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit nervous because it's a tricky drive, and I was going on my own, I was going into the woods on my own, going swimming on my own. It was all scary, and then I got in the water and I felt like 10 times more calm, more relaxed. And I was gonna say, my vlogging in front of other people fear's nearly gone. And then a van just drove towards me and I had to stop because I was embarrassed of someone that I don't know who they are and I'm never going to see again. Other thing to note is that I've got chocolate biscuits that are shaped like Christmas trees. I'm so ready for Christmas. Well, I'm ready for it to be December so that I can start doing all the Christmassy things, basically. Mute my phone. I told Luke that I was still alive. I sent him a text and he sent me back lots of hearts, so I presume he's happy about that news. These are so good. Well guys, I think I'm going to leave it there for my first video. It's already boggling my mind. But I hope this gave you a good introduction to me, to what this channel is going to be about, the kind of things we're going to get onto. Please bear with me. The quality will vastly improve the more that we do this. I would like to upload one vlog a week, but please bear with me while I get started, because it might take me a bit longer to figure things out and a bit longer to edit and all that stuff. But yeah, hopefully I'll get onto a schedule of every Sunday evening, which will be nice. If you enjoyed this video, it would mean so much to me if you gave it a like and you subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications so you can watch me get better at this and you can come along on all of the adventures that I have whilst I'm doing up Savannah the van. I'll be waiting for you down in the comment section if you want to come and have a chat. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye. That was so cheesy. Okay, bye.